Right now, an uptick in bike thefts across Madison. A few simple reminders to keep you from being the next victim.
Plus, the governor announces a new tax cut proposal as GOP members visit Kenosha on the 2-year anniversary of the riots there.
And a new free service on the city's south side, helping kids go back to school with extra confidence. That's all coming up right now at 10.
First tonight, we are following some breaking news from the southeast side of Madison. A large police presence. This is at a home on Horned Owl Drive. Now, that's just east of Highway 51, south of the Beltline, the Owl Creek neighborhood, for what they're calling a domestic disturbance involving adult family members. People nearby are telling us they heard police through a loudspeaker telling people to stay in their homes. An officer we spoke with called it an ongoing incident. They're asking people to avoid the area. We'll continue to update you as we learn more.
Also breaking tonight, a man was killed this evening in a farming accident in Iowa County. Deputies were called to the scene on Rock Road in the village of Ridgeway around 5:15. As a result, they say 69-year-old Paul Bickford was found dead, and it is still under investigation. There is an increase in bicycle thefts being reported in Madison. In the last 24 hours alone, we've learned of at least 3 bikes being stolen from a single block on Spate Street.
Now, Madison, of course, known for being extremely accessible for bicyclists, but as our Andrew Banstra found out, more and more people are seeing their set of wheels get swiped. Andrew?
It should come as no surprise that USA Today listed Madison as a top 5 biking city in the U.S. More than 5% of Madison residents commute by bicycle. But it's also no secret in Madison's tight-knit biking community that bike thefts are on the rise.
Within 6 hours of putting out feelers to the Madison bike community, I learned of nearly 20 bikes that have disappeared in the last 2 weeks. It's happening every day.
Every day. Almost every single day.
In the last 24 hours alone, there's been 3 bikes stolen from the 900 block of Spate Street. The uptick in bike theft could be because of COVID.
It definitely increased the value of used bikes. There were much more demand. You could get a lot more for selling used bikes. So obviously there's a lot more value in it as a stolen item.
But there are many ways to ensure that you don't become the next victim.
People are posting, hey, my bike was stolen, somebody attempted to steal my bike but didn't succeed, or my bike was stolen and was recovered.
If you can't keep your bike inside, try to keep it in a well-lit area where people would notice somebody trying to cut a lock off. Harold says to avoid cable locks. He says the rule of thumb is spending 10% of the bike's purchase price on a lock.
Then make sure what you lock to is something solid.
Even the best lock doesn't do anything if it's not secure. If you haven't already, register your bike to the National Bike Index so that if it's found or resold, you'll know.
Sure, we'll definitely file a police report. The police department collects them, and they would like to get them back to their owners.
Harold knows firsthand the horrors of showing up to a bikeless lock, but ensures you that if you take the right precautions, you can enjoy one of the best biking cities in America without fear.
I've had bikes stolen myself, so I know it's a really awful experience. And so what I did is, get a better lock. And in Madison, I still feel like if you have a high-quality U-lock, if you're somewhat cautious about where you lock up, don't leave your bike out for like 2 weeks overnight, then I think, it's still okay.
It's important to remember that despite this problem, Madison is still a biker city. And if you take the right precautions, it'll stay that way. Be sure to go to channel3000.com and click on this story to find out how you can report a stolen bike. From the News Center, Andrew Banstra, News 3 Now.
Andrew, thank you. And new tonight, some information about the deadly crash happened on the interstate over the weekend involving a semi. The Dane County Medical Examiner identifying the victim, 59-year-old Paul Nielsen of Elkhorn. He was pronounced dead at the scene on Sunday. State Patrol says the semi was traveling northbound when it rear-ended Nielsen's vehicle. The semi then veered left, crashing into the median and rolling over. That driver was not seriously injured.
Some incredible photos showing a brief moment of panic inside a commercial jet yesterday. An Alaska Airlines representative said the flight reported an unusual vibration on the left side of the aircraft. It had just taken off from Seattle. A passenger on the flight took these photos showing the plane's left engine damaged. According to the airline, part of the metal housing for the engine detached from the plane. The aircraft was able to return to the airport and land safely. New video tonight recorded by a firefighter in Portugal. It shows a fire tornado developing. They're a rare phenomenon that comes from a mix of conditions involving heat, wind, and dust. They can dramatically worsen already serious wildfires. Portugal has been facing a complicated fire season with continuous blazes rises. Currently, more than 2,000 firefighters are on the ground battling fires. And let's get a look at our certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi.
Not quite that dramatic around here. We've had sunshine and warm temperatures, but we've had enough rain so it's not dry out here, and we'll see some more rain on the way tomorrow night. Time lapse from the WISC Skycam. This is looking off toward the east, shows a beautiful sunrise, those fair weather cumulus clouds popping up in the afternoon and then going away as we headed towards sunset, and skies are mainly clear right now. There have been some showers and thunderstorms up in northern Wisconsin. They get about as far south as Wausau, and then that's pretty much it. They're staying up to the north for the time being. Right now, just starting to see a little fog form, 7-mile visibility in Platteville. Elsewhere, major reporting stations reporting visibilities at or above 10 miles. We'll see some patchy fog overnight. High temperatures today, lower 80s through most of southern Wisconsin. A few places a little warmer than that. Milwaukee and Kenosha reached 85 degrees. Right now, temperatures are right around 70 in Dane County and around to the south. To the north, temperatures a little cooler. 62 right now in Camp Douglas, 63 at the Baraboo Dells Airport. But in Dane County, still 69 degrees in Edgerton and in Stoughton. To the north and west, 64 in Cross Plains. Look for skies to be mostly clear overnight and see some patchy fog. Low temperature dropping to around 59 degrees. Tomorrow will be a nice day, but showers and thunderstorms are on the way for tomorrow night and Thursday. I'll have more on how much rain we can expect in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you. Next at 10, thousands of dollars in student loan debt could soon be wiped out for millions of Americans. Now, this has been a testy topic that President Biden has faced since taking office. Now he's expected to make a long-awaited announcement as early as tomorrow. White House officials have been weighing and leaning toward the cancellation of up to $10,000 in student loan debt per borrower and extending that pause on payments until January.
Republican candidate for governor Tim Michels and GOP Representative Brian Stile in Kenosha today, marking the 2-year anniversary of the riots that took place there in 2020. They toured the city and they took part in a roundtable discussion.
I give you my pledge that Kenosha nor any other community in Wisconsin will ever burn again. We will shut it down in the first few minutes. I will be here. If I'm 90 minutes away, I'm going to get here in 89 minutes or less, and I'm going to provide leadership.
Today, Governor Tony Evers put out this statement on social media saying the state is reflecting on how far we have come since the Kenosha riots and says there's still work to do to repair, rebuild, and heal. In Milwaukee today, the governor announced a tax cut plan. He says it would cut income taxes for middle-income people and families by 10% or more. It also offers relief for seniors and veterans and caps insulin co-payments. The governor says the state's nearly $4 billion surplus makes it all possible.
With this tax cut I'm providing today, nearly 2 million individual filers will see an additional tax cut, with the average person saving $221 a year, and a median family will see over $375 annually.
The proposal is likely to be blocked by Republicans who control the legislature and are calling it an election year gimmick.
A federal jury convicts 2 men of conspiring to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer in 2020. Adam Fox and Barry Croft are now facing a maximum sentence of life behind bars. Prosecutors said Fox and Croft wanted to set off a civil war, and the kidnapping of Governor Whitmer was part of the plan. This is the second time the two were tried. The first one ended in a mistrial after the jury couldn't reach a verdict. 6 months into the Russian war with Ukraine, the United States is now urging any U.S. citizens to leave the country, saying it believes Russia is preparing to target civilian and government infrastructure in the next few days. This comes as soccer makes a return to the country, with players taking the field for the first time since the invasion. An injured Ukrainian soldier helped kick off the match at Olympic Stadium in Kyiv. Still under the threat of attacks there, no fans are allowed. Athletes will rush to bomb shelters if air raid sirens sound.
More local news now. The United Way of Dane County tonight kicking off its community fundraising campaign at the Mallard's Duck Pond. This year, they've set a fundraising goal of $18.4 million, and those dollars will help fuel the organization's budget and, in turn, give back to local families. After the pencils, pens, and notebooks, new clothes and haircuts are often on the back-to-school list for parents.
But often, some parents of color say they can have a hard time finding a place to get their kids' hair braided and at an affordable price, and that's where local business is stepping in, providing the service for free. Arman Rahman has more.
It's not always a haircut that wraps up every kid's back-to-school look. For Janiyah McNeil,
I'm getting braids with curls, I think. and there's a heart on the side.
But braiding services in Madison can be hard to find and expensive for some parents like Quenisha, mother to Janaya and 4 other daughters.
For just 3, I would be spending close to $300-400.
That's why Inde Bintasar, owner of Binken's African Braids, decided in the week before school starts,
I'm offering free braids for kids under 10 and 10 years old. So I think of not only donating some stuff for them like school bags or whatsoever, but just doing this means a lot to them.
It sure meant a lot to Quenisha, who now doesn't have to worry about her daughter's hairdo getting tangled in other costs that may be higher due to inflation.
Trying to get clothes and shoes, just to get them back to school ready. It was truly a blessing.
From cornrows to box braids, all styles are free, which means a more intricate look at Binken's could last a couple months.
You want a heart, like one side? Normally, if the braid is not complicated, it's simple. Those styles do not last long, but sometimes that's what they can afford. So it will take them 2-3 weeks.
But more than just function, there's a connection that flows through the braids to the heart.
When I'm working on their hair, we talk about life. Braiding is therapy, and I enjoyed it.
And kids get to leave with a smile and enter schools with a new do.
It's definitely a confidence booster to the kids.
How does it make you feel?
Great.
In Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
In addition to the 8 kids who booked appointments for the free braiding, the owner of Binken's African Braids says many young clients already scheduled this week also got their hair done for free.
And new tonight, with less than 2 weeks before school starts, some parents in Dane County will need to try and find new after-school care. This after the YMCA told them it won't be able to staff some programs when classes resume. The senior director of communications for the YMCA of Dane County confirmed tonight the organization is unable to staff a few after-school child care sites. We have more details on channel3000.com. Well, still ahead at 10, Gary Canalti will join us once again with his full forecast.
But first, the city of Sun Prairie scrambling to find enough taxi drivers for the community. Now they plan to fix the problem next.
With Red Robin's $10 gourmet meal deal, the choice is yours. Pick one of these 3 gourmet burgers, a bottomless beverage, and bottomless fries. All for just $10. Hurry in before it's gone.
Red Robin. Yum.
I'm Tim Michaels, and I know a thing or two about construction. But sometimes, before you start building, you have to tear things down. That's why I'll dump Beaver's job-killing agenda. Totally demolish the woke liberals' anti-police agenda. And hammer Madison's special interest. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm a businessman, not a politician. Tony Evers and his liberal friends have made an absolute mess of Wisconsin. We've got a blueprint to rebuild. But first, we need to do a little demolition.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
At Bachman Pools and Spas, we have 25 hot tubs on display.
Several models available for immediate delivery.
For a limited time, all new hot spring spas come with a revolutionary freshwater salt system for free.
That's a $1,200 value.
You owe it to yourself to experience soft, natural, healthy water.
Hurry in to take advantage of special 0% interest for 60 months. Plus, get a free freshwater salt system.
Relax, it's Bachman's.
This is the Gillette Labs with exfoliating bar. The bar and the handle removes unseen dirt and debris ahead of the blades for effortless shaving in one efficient stroke.
One Prilosec OTC in the morning blocks excess acid production for a full 24 hours, unlike Pepcid, which stops working after 9. 24-hour protection. Prilosec OTC. One pill, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
With Red Robin's $10 gourmet meal deal, the choice is yours. Pick one of these 3 gourmet burgers, a bottomless beverage, and bottomless fries. All for just $10. Hurry in before it's gone.
Red Robin. Yum.
It's go time, people. We all have a story to tell. So let's come together, laugh out loud, to share some hope and joy, all on my new show.
Weekdays on WISC-TV starting September 12th.
Welcome back. We're going to head out to Horned Owl Drive on the city's southeast side one more time, where a large police presence is still outside of a home. In the last few minutes, a large truck carrying several officers pulled into the front of the house. Earlier tonight, police said this was a domestic disturbance involving adult family members. They've been on the scene for several hours now. An officer we spoke with says it's an ongoing incident, and they're asking people to avoid the area. Next at 10, fewer Americans are looking for a new place to live. Newly built home sales dropped nearly 12.6% in July compared to the month before. According to the Department of Housing and Urban Development and the U.S. Census Bureau, it is the second consecutive monthly decline.
Drivers have something to smile about: an historic drop in gas prices. National average for a gallon of regular has dropped every single day since mid-June. That's a 70-day streak now of falling prices at the pump, the second longest on record going back to 2005. The national average for regular gas dipped to $3.89 a gallon today. 2-hour wait times, missed appointments, limited hours, not what you want out of a taxi service, but those are some of the issues folks in Sun Prairie are dealing with. The city hired Running Inc. several years ago to provide rides at a reduced rate. They're specifically for people with limited or no other transportation options, but the company is struggling with a labor shortage and can't keep up, falling particularly behind in the past few weeks.
A lot of folks have called into City Hall about the direness and how that affects them. And I just want to let folks know that we hear that, we understand the severity of that, and we are using literally every lever that is available to us to try and get back to a state of normalcy.
The city's plan for now is to give the company more money, hoping the extra cash will help it attract new drivers. But if that doesn't work, Sun Prairie is considering hiring another company to fill the gap.
Heart disease is the #1 killer for men and women in the world, so statin guidance is critical. And today, for the first time in 6 years, a task force has announced its latest guidelines on using statins to prevent a first heart attack or stroke. The group said the recommendations are virtually unchanged from prior guidance, but are now backed by more research. It recommends statins for adults ages 40 to 75 who have one or more risk factors of cardiovascular disease. Risk factors include diabetes, high blood pressure, smoking, or high cholesterol. Well, McDonald's is tapping into a little nostalgia, launching a new Pokemon Happy Meal. Each meal will include what you need to play a match battle of the Pokemon trading card game. That's 4 cards, an instruction sheet, a coin, a spinner, and a card box. If last year's Pokemon Happy Meal is any indicator, it will be popular with kids and collectors alike. They're only available through mid-September. And on this day 30 years ago, Hurricane Andrew slammed into South Florida. It would later go on to make a second landfall in Louisiana. At the time, it was the costliest and most damaging hurricane ever to hit the country. 30 years later, Hurricane Andrew is still one of the top 5 most powerful hurricanes ever to strike the U.S. And as Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti joins us now with a look at our forecast.
That's one thing I'm glad we don't have to deal with, hurricanes like that. That was just an absolute monster. But things are quiet in the tropics right now. They've been quiet for a while, and they've been quiet around here, too. In our forecast, 3 things you need to know. Looks like we'll still have to deal with a little bit of fog at night. Still some patchy fog tonight, but areas of fog are more likely tomorrow night and probably Thursday night as well, thanks to some showers and thunderstorms that are on the way. Look for sunny skies tomorrow. It'll be warm and dry with highs in the lower 80s, and then showers and thunderstorms for Wednesday night and Thursday. Over the next 10 days, high temperatures above normal, 82 for tomorrow, but then down into the upper 70s for Thursday and Friday. Back into the 80s for the weekend. We'll also see some more humidity. That will lead to some thunderstorms, especially from Saturday night through Monday. Maybe a shower or storm lingering into Tuesday, and then temperatures a little bit below normal, but not dramatically so. Highs mid-70s for the middle part of next week. Tonight, all the shower and thunderstorm activity has been up in the northern part of the Midwest. There have been a couple of showers and storms about as far south as Wausau. Most of them have stayed north of Green Bay and have headed more toward Door County than any part of southern Wisconsin, and we're not looking for any rain tonight or during the day tomorrow. But tomorrow night into Thursday, we'll see some showers and thunderstorms, and just like the last couple of bunches, we'll see areas that see not much rain. Most areas probably less than a ½ inch or even a ¼ of an inch, but there'll be these spots at some point where a heavier thunderstorm rolls through and dumps a ½ inch to an inch of rain. Just hard to tell exactly where those will be. Today, the heat heat continues in the western high plains. Not as hot as it has been, though. Lower to middle 90s from Kansas up into Nebraska and parts of the Dakotas. Our part of the Midwest, again, we've had some of the nicest weather in the country, even though it's been a couple degrees warmer than in recent days. But that's because the jet stream is basically coming in from the west and northwest, and so that doesn't allow a lot of moisture. The dew point temperatures are down, and it doesn't allow the bulk of the heat to move in our part of the Midwest. That stayed to the south and west, and you can see these showers and storms developing on the northern edge of that heat. But as they move in the drier air, they kind of fizzle, and that's where we are right now. Most of the shower and thunderstorm activity in the vicinity of the stationary front, which divides cooler air up to the north, has been locked up into Canada for the time being to slightly milder conditions to the south where we are. But these temperatures are very comfortable. Upper 60s to the middle 70s right now. With those dew point temperatures in the lower 60s, still pretty comfortable. We'll notice more humidity, especially as we head toward the latter part of the weekend. That's when our better chances for showers and storms arrive. Tomorrow, though, high temperature of 82. Mostly sunny skies, very similar to today. And as we look at planning temperatures for Dane County, 81 in Oregon, 80 in DeForest, and temperatures across the rest of southern Wisconsin, pretty much in the same boat. Again, maybe a couple degrees cooler to the south, 78 in Platteville, 79 degrees in Monroe, maybe a couple of more clouds there. But then as we head from tomorrow evening into later tomorrow night, here come the showers and thunderstorms. About midnight, they roll on through into early Thursday morning. That's when the best chances of rain will be. As we head into the afternoon on Thursday, notice the precipitation, more spotty in nature. So some areas may not see any rain Thursday afternoon. Other areas could still get a brief heavy downpour. Those areas that get 1 or 2 heavy downpours could see a ½ inch to an inch of rain. Most areas less than that. 7 to 10 day forecast, 70s for Thursday and Friday, 80s for the weekend with more humidity. There's the thunderstorm chances, especially Sunday and Monday, and then temperatures cool off to the mid-70s next week with a drop in the humidity.
Brewers did what no other team has done this year, hold the Dodgers scoreless at Dodger Stadium. Trying for that series dub tonight. We have an update from LA coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Coming. The Volkswagen Taos. German engineering everyone can get into. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the 2022 Taos, starting at $23,495. Limited inventory available.
It's time for new energy-efficient replacement windows from Champion.
Right now, buy 2 windows, get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Stay comfortable in your home all year long. Call or go online to book your free estimate at getchampionwindows.com.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
In this blistering Wisconsin heat, imagine not being able to cool yourself by simply pressing a button. It may seem easy to imagine for 60 seconds, but for many, it's a reality they can't ignore after that minute is up. Families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling in the scorching heat of summer, and those are just the ones we know about. A hot summer day is not simply uncomfortable for them. It can be deadly. If you have the means to help, please consider offering a hand up. No matter the amount, every dollar helps. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safe in your home. No one in Wisconsin deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Family-owned Brothers Maine is celebrating Labor Day with special deals on Whirlpool kitchen and laundry appliances. With our low price guarantee and free delivery, you can kick back and relax. We've got it covered. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Everything here is American made. But it's tough competing with China. And Ron Johnson's making it tougher. Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for outsourcing corporations.
But voted against tariffs and sanctions on China's unfair trade practices.
And when Johnson's big corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, he defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin. The biggest problem.
Senator Johnson, stop making it tougher on us.
Life gets bigger when you break from the herd. The Volkswagen Tiguan. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today to learn more about the versatile 2022 Tiguan. Limited inventory available.
Countdown to the regular season is at 19 days, and for Christian Watson, that means a shorter window to get up to speed after being on the PUP list to start training camp. The rookie receiver started participating in 11-on-11 drills a couple days ago and said after practice this afternoon, he knows he's got to make up for that time that he couldn't suit up and immerse himself in the plays. Adding right now, he feels good, like he's making progress this week, and now it's about locking in.
Got to go out there and compete as hard as I can and continue to make strides. For me, it's just locking in on everything and making sure that when I make a mistake, I'm not making that mistake again. Because obviously there's less time for me to be making those mistakes. So I mean just to really lock it in and learn from my mistakes quickly, because obviously like I said, I don't have that much time to transition.
A pair of former Badgers are no longer with the Packers. Danny Davis, who has been out with an ankle injury, was released by the team this afternoon. He signed with the Packers as an undrafted free agent in May. And sources say that Cole Van Lennon is being traded to the Jaguars. Whitewater football is projected to win the WIAC title once again. According to a recent preseason poll, the Warhawks are the defending conference champions and have actually captured 13 of the last 16 WIAC titles. Nationally, Whitewater enters the 2022 season ranked 4th in Division III. Their season kicks off on September 3rd at St. John's. Their home opener is slated for September 10th. Brewers put on quite a show at Dodger Stadium last night, becoming the first team this season to shut them out on their home field. It also marks the first time in 3 years the crew kept the Dodgers off the board. Returning for Game 2 of the series tonight, Corbin Burns getting the start, but he runs into trouble early. Freddie Freeman is able to drive in the first run in the first inning. Then with 2 runners on, Trace Thompson goes yard in the very next inning. At last check, the Dodgers led 4-0 in the 4th. The series wraps up tomorrow. First pitch is at 8. After a solid first week of the season, Wisconsin women's soccer is now ranked 24th in the nation, and 2 players are being recognized for their performances. Aiden McConnell earns Defensive Player of the Week alongside teammate Erin McKinney, who is the co-goalie of the week. The Badgers opened the 2022 season with 2 games in Texas, scoreless draw against 7th-ranked TCU, then shutting out Baylor 2-0. McKinney posted a career-high 10 saves at Baylor, while McConnell played every minute of those 2 games, defending 13 corner kicks against the Horned Frogs. We'll be right back.
Chip back.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
Made in America is more than just a slogan. It's smart policy. When we manufacture things here, our shelves are stocked, and it creates jobs you can raise a family on. Like my parents had. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked 3rd shift. I'm tired of the excuses from millionaires running the Senate. I'll bring manufacturing back here, so folks like you who actually earn your paychecks finally get a fair shot. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
During Toyota's national sales event, we're working hard to deliver new Toyotas so you can enjoy the last of summer. From hitting the rapids with a RAV4 hybrid, to kicking up sand in a Tundra, or camping out in a Highlander. Hey guys!
Get 1.9% APR for 48 months on a new 2022 Toyota Corolla, Camry, RAV4, Highlander, or Tacoma. Visit Toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Need to update your furniture? Menards is your one-stop shop with all of the latest furniture styles at the lowest prices. Plus, a great selection in stock ready to take home today. So go ahead, relax in a recliner, get cozy in a love seat, or simply unwind with a comfy sofa. Need more seats? We've got sectionals too. Get 11% off on your new furniture set now at Menards. Hurry in. These deals won't last long.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Right now at the Century House, purchase any Fjords furniture and receive up to 20% off. All models, all sizes, all colors. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh local Medicare. Hey, Joe, are you behind this whole check your zip code deal on national TV for extra Medicare benefits?
I don't know. Check your zip code.
Why would I check my zip code?
Because you're in it.
So we get a lot of calls about that guy. It's sad because your local Medicare plans already have those bells and whistles Joe promises.
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
Welcome to Oakmont Senior Community in Verona. Active seniors 55 plus will enjoy our new luxury apartments, professionally managed by award-winning Attic Angel Community. Call Brenna today for a tour and reserve your place at Oakmont.
The Chicago Bears take on the Cleveland Browns Saturday at 6 p.m. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
And before we go tonight, another live look at Horned Owl Drive, Madison Southeast Side. Several officers still at the scene responding to what they're calling a domestic disturbance involving adult family members. Police have been there for several hours and also have armored vehicles on scene as well. Be sure to stay with News 3 Now on air, also at channel3000.com for any further updates.
And Gary joins us one last time with a look at our forecast.
Not seeing any fog out there. The live view from the Edgewater Skycam looks pretty clear there. A couple of showers and thunderstorms up in far northern Wisconsin, but we won't see our rain until tomorrow night. Visibility right now at or above 10 miles for all the major reporting stations, but we'll see some patchy fog overnight as well. Temperatures right now upper 60s to around 70 degrees, 70 in Middle Point and Monroe. Here in Dane County, 69 in Sun Prairie, 67 degrees in Deerfield. Look for a low tonight of about 59, high tomorrow 82. Dry during the day, but showers and storms tomorrow night into Thursday, and then a warm up for the weekend with more rain.
Gary, thank you. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.